I am Williamisi Dada in business. The Standards Organization of Nigeria has evacuated about $1.1 million worth of suspected substandard baby diapers from a Chinese warehouse in Lagos. Operatives of the Standards Agency uncovered the warehouse following a tip-off which led to the arrest of the Chinese nationals. TVC News correspondent Ifunanya Eze has the details.
This very unhygienic environment is where the alleged illegal business activity running into hundreds of millions of naira is being perpetrated. The warehouse, filled to capacity with various brands of substandard diapers, was uncovered by the Sun's surveillance team. Its director, Inspectorate and Compliance, Bid Obayi, revealed that the Chinese company, Mitag Trade and Investment Company Limited, located at the railway terminal Ijara-Olokpa, specializes in importation of unbranded diapers into the country, which they in turn stuff in different packages.
Here we got a tip-off that a Chinese company is here adulterating, faking and adulterating children diapers. As you can see here, they will bring diapers of substandard products and put them on popular brands, thereby confusing Nigerians.
He stated that the evacuated products worth more than 200 million naira will be subjected to laboratory analysis. He also called on importers to ensure that their goods were accompanied with SUNCAP certificates, which guarantees the quality of the product, in addition to having them registered for traceability.
These products cannot be registered with Standards Organization of Nigeria under this kind of unhygienic atmosphere where they are producing these sanitary products that people will use to wrap up their children. And these are children with very, very fragile skin, little children that you use this to wrap up, and before you know it, before 24 hours, you see a lot of rashes and other diseases coming out because of the environment where these products are being produced. So Sun cannot take it, and we cannot allow these products to go into circulation. So they are hereby seized by the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
The 3 Chinese involved in the act have been handed over to the police. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News.
General Electric is seeking to double revenue from Africa to as much as $10 billion over the next 5 years as it targets power, health and locomotive opportunities in Nigeria and Ethiopia. General Electric's president for Transportation for Africa, Thomas Konditi, said Nigeria, Africa's biggest economy, transports only 0.1% of its freight by rail and could boost the number of locomotives to 500 engines. It said the company plans to resume talks with the new government in Nigeria on an agreement with the previous administration for 200 locomotives. While 9 of the world's 15 fastest growing economies are in Africa, some countries are contending with a downturn in commodity prices, power cuts and political instability. South Africa's Reserve Bank says it may hike interest rates in November if the country's energy regulator grants the utility company Eskom additional 12.5% increase in electricity tariffs. South African Reserve Bank Deputy Governor Daniel Mminele explained that the country's growth rate is down by 2% as a result of current economic instability. He said domestic challenges such as the electricity crisis and food inflation are part of the reasons for the planned increase. Botswana Metals plan to raise more than $1 million through a share purchase plan for the exploration and review of problems within its operational circle. The company is offering shareholders up to $15,000 worth of shares priced at less than 1 cent. The firm said proceeds will be used for corporate and administrative overheads and working capital. It said this is designed to upgrade resources and evaluate the economic potentials of the mining industry. Kenyan flour exporters are betting on new markets to drive up sales after a number of setbacks contributed to the stagnation of the industry. A mix of challenges ranging from sanctions imposed by the European Union and government red tape threatened its promising growth, but players in the industry are optimistic of a rebound. TVC News correspondent Ken Kariri reports from Nairobi.
The floriculture industry in Kenya is hoping of better returns this year after tough 2014 saw the sector confront a myriad of challenges, including a hard-hitting trade policy by the European Union. Kenya is one of the world's largest exporters of cut stems, so it was a crushing blow when Europe imposed tariffs on Kenya's cut flowers in October last year, potentially making their blooms significantly more expensive than those grown on European soil. Rather than risk losing trade to other suppliers, Kenyan flower companies absorbed the duties before an agreement was formalized later last year.
When we failed to conclude the negotiation in time, October 1, it meant that we then fell into the bracket of countries that have to pay the GSP duties of up to 8.5%. And we paid that until we were reinstated, if you like, in the market access regulation by the EU, which is the zero duty and quota-free status.
With the impasse resolved, direct sales of cut flowers has since then risen steadily as players in the industry go on an overdrive to market their produce. Now in its fourth year, the International Floriculture Trade Expo, held in Kenya's capital, has provided a forum for buyers and vendors to hammer out deals, with buyers traveling from all main consuming nations, such as from Netherlands, Russia, and the United States of America.
We are looking for new contacts, try to understand each other, what we are doing, what is the grower doing in this moment, what is the future, what kind of new variety or packing is also very important, and how we can succeed in that.
Now, horticulture is one of Kenya's top foreign exchange earners, raking in approximately $1 billion annually. In fact, a third of all the cut flowers that are sold in Europe, such as the ones on display here, are exported from this East African nation. For players here, they say there's still much more room for growth, both in the current as well as the emerging markets.
Approximately 65% of exported flowers are sold through Dutch auctions for re-export, with the United Kingdom market buying 25% of the produce, and other segments, including Japan, US, Russia, France, and Germany, taking up the rest. Going forward, Kenya's cut flower players say the sector will continue to benchmark itself against other producer countries and have placed value addition central to the industry's success. Ken Karuri, TVC News, Nairobi.
Such appealing bouquets there. Western Union money transfer has been put on hold in the Gambia. Forex Bureau operators said they ceased to pay their clients through Western Union since last month due to the low rates of foreign exchange in the country. They explained that they have little profit on the Western Union money transaction because the Western Union rates are very high compared to the normal rates. They added that most payment from the central bank is in the local currency, the dalasi, instead of US dollars. And the global oil price remains mixed, following varied demand of the commodity by different key nations. At the London market, the European Brent trades for $63 per barrel, losing 17 cents from Wednesday's price. For the OPEC crude, the price steadies at $62 per barrel. And that's it in business. I'm William Yutidada.